What's the name of the new restaurant? That's what a lot of people asked our team when they saw us building our customers' entertainment sala. This project really brought out the construction side of Thai garden design, something we don't often get to do. Here at Thai Garden Design, we've worked on a lot of resorts and public spaces. We designed Japanese-style gardens for the Marriott in Pattaya, a custom child's playground in Bangkok, and a large roof concept landscape for Pandora. And those are just some of the ones you can watch on our channel. So, pardon the pun, construction is familiar ground to us. With a large, ambitious project like this, we always construct a detailed survey and quote in advance. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some of the behind-the-scenes work that goes on before we ever break ground. First, we get a satellite overview of the site, along with a topographic and contour map. The contour map shows us how hilly the ground is, which gives us an idea of how much dirt or sand we'll need to make the ground level. After we have that, we work with the client to develop a landscape concept design. The concept design is probably what you're thinking of when you think of a garden quote. It brings the client's vision to life in pictures and maps it out. So, buildings go here, plants go there. Along with this, we draw up a detailed list of which plants to get and how many. Then we create a map of the sprinkler system showing complete coverage of the ground. So, in these two designs, you might have noticed that the building arrangement has changed. That's because we sometimes go through several different designs. And this is all part of making sure we're bringing your vision to life the way you want it. At each step, we always ask, is this the vision you had in mind? Are we getting it right? Once we have a firm plan of action, site maps, concept design, sprinklers, and construction specifications, our team can finally get to work. And the great thing about a firm plan of action is that our team can go really fast when they know what they need to do. This customer started with one rai of land, and it was solid jungle. Really solid. It had been left on its own for years. Well, our team got in there with a backhoe and dozens of clearing trucks, and they had it cleared down to the dirt in about a week. Then they leveled it with new sand and topsoil, which we had ordered in advance because the contour map told us how much we would need, and then they marked out the various areas. So really quick, let's go through a quick overview of this project. Sala, prayer house, waterfall, stream, pathways, planted areas, and trees. And now, let's get into the details. So, the sala is the crowning piece of this garden. Our customer's goal here was to create a large entertainment area where he could host large parties and enjoy the view of the garden all around. He included designs for a full bar, barbecue, fridge freezer, several tables, and a pool table with room to spare. At over 80 square meters in size, this is no small space. And that's why the onlookers from the street guessed it was a restaurant. Our team started by pouring a reinforced concrete slab and columns. The roof here is a complicated steel framework with a layered Dutch gable-style roof, similar to the Thai prayer house, which we'll get to in a minute. We insulated the roof and added beautiful modern shingle tiles in a traditional red hue to really make it stand out. Inside, the interior ceiling is hardwood with modern-style downlights, ceiling fans, and a spray mist system. As the work advanced, the fans really did their job. In this space, it was impossible to remain hot and sweaty. You might not have seen a lot of construction work in our earlier videos, but it's something our team absolutely knows how to do, so it's great when we have the opportunity to work on something a little bigger for our clients. Across from the sala, our team put up a Thai prayer house. The concept design included this as a quiet, enclosed area for Thai family members to pray and meditate in peace. The structure was similar to the sala, with a concrete foundation and pillars, steel roof and framework, and redwood paneling, windows, and doors. It also included an outdoor porch and multiple tall, slender windows for beautiful natural interior lighting. The windows also open and close to allow the breeze to run through the prayer house. With the view of the pond and the waterfall right outside, this is a place I'd love to spend in meditation. Now, speaking of the pond and waterfall, our customer was really passionate about making the garden the main attraction of this home, and for that, big water elements were key. Measuring close to 2.5 meters in height and over 5 meters wide, the waterfall was a big project that we worked closely with the customer on. And here it also helped that our customer had really done his research, because it made it that much easier to realize his vision. Next to the waterfall, we built a large wetland filter, which receives circulating water at the base and pushes it up through layers of fine gravel and stones to filter it. Over time, this wetland will accumulate layers of good bacteria and keep the waterfall and pond naturally algae-free. The waterfall pours into a stream that winds between the Sala and the prayer house. The stream is another big undertaking, measuring over 15 meters in length, about 1.5 meters wide, and 1.3 meters deep. In this drone shot, you can see that it almost spans the width of the garden, an incredible feature. We lined it with concrete and added a pebble floor, and decorated the edges with rock boulders. At the far end of the stream, our team added a large tank with UV lights to help kill off the algae and keep the water fresh and clean. While the Sala, prayer house, and water areas were the biggest features of the garden, there were many more things we built to fill in the resort-style landscape. One thing that really had to go was this old concrete retaining wall. It was stained and ugly. Our team shortened it to half size, knocked through 2 areas to put in steps, and then cladded it with natural stone boulders. They built spaces for planters on top of the walls and filled them with hanging and falling plants, so the stone wall itself is going to turn into a mini garden. We also took out the previous awnings at the house. They were old and tired and stained from all of the rain. We built steel frame pergolas in their place. The pergolas, which are colored to look like hardwood, are attractive, long-term solutions for shade and rain protection. Because they're steel, they're also zero maintenance compared to the old fabric awnings of before. And let's also look at the pathways between the buildings. Some of these are what we call crazy paving, where we set random-shaped pavers individually into grass or pebbles to create a pathway. These are a very popular style among our customers. We also installed some regular concrete pathways as well, and then cut and colored the top to look like redstone. All of these paths were designed to wind through the landscape, creating that meandering feeling you love when you're on vacation and time doesn't matter. And of course, the plants. We focused so much on construction in this video, but we can't end without talking about the plants. This project had a huge range, which of course was great for making that real resort atmosphere. This garden is bursting with palm trees, including Bismarck palms, Washington palms, foxtail palms, traveler palms, and lipstick palms. Plus a great array of ground cover and shrubs, perpicordylines, red ixora, lobster claws, coral vines, ash bushes, spider lilies, bird of paradise, and we could go on. But you can trust us when we say we know what to put into a tropical garden. Everything you could think of to get that wonderful tropical feeling, and then some. So here's the final result. With this kind of project, you may be wondering, how long did it all take? Well, for something of this size, it takes about 3 months, start to finish. That means if you're thinking about a garden in May, it'll be done by August. From 1 rye of featureless dirt to 1 rye of private resort, this was our client's dream retirement estate. So there we are. And now, if you're curious about other resort work we've done, check out this video of a Japanese garden we installed on the 3rd floor of the Marriott. We had to use a crane to bring everything up, so it was different for sure. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.